Welcome back for what I hope is the last real part of this. Might come back and do the paralogue, xenologue story thing. I don't know. We'll see, though. Depends on if I can handle it. In other news,
the final battle is upon us. When you are ready, we will move the Somniel itself to the portal.
that seems a little insane, but, you know, whatever.
Once we face the Fell Dragon, there may be no turning back.
You know, it'd actually be kind of sick if we faced him and then we couldn't get back here.
Are you ready of mind and equipped for what's ahead?
No. But fuck it, we ball. Bum bum bum.
The Somniel is ascending. We should reach Sombron soon. Let's win this battle and then return home together.
Yes, of course.
Marth? What's happening to you?
I can't hide this any longer, can I?
Yeah.
Hide what?
There's something I should tell you before we arrive. The portal has destabilized our world. I lack physical form, as do the other emblems. We may not be able to hold ourselves together.
I had no idea. I wish I had realized. But if the portal is doing this, then it's only temporary, right? After we close it, you and the other emblems will recover.
Get in your ring, boy.
The moment the portal closes, there will be a great distortion. We will not be able to withstand it.
How do you know that, though? But then also, like, if the portal closes and Sombron is in the portal, how are we getting out of the portal? Like, he just said that we could get stuck there? But I don't know if that was what he was trying to imply, or if, you know, I don't get it.
What are you saying?
When the battle is done and the portal closed, all emblems aside from you will cease to be.
How do you feel about that,
If
Marth?
we defeat Sombron, if we close the portal, we'll lose you and the other emblems.
And they're literally tools. Like, I get that she has, like, a connection to them, sort of, and now that she is one, it probably feels even shittier, but, like, come on.
Yes.
We've been together this whole time, and now you're just going to disappear?
Yeah.
Please, Marth. I don't want to lose you and the others. We need you.
Leaving the portal open would doom this world. Would you prefer that?
No, but...
We emblems came into existence in order to aid this realm. We would do anything to protect the people of Elyos, even if it means our end.
Wait, are you saying that you... We came into existence in order to aid this realm? You just showed up one fucking day, or... what?
So our promise to rebuild Elyos together, our plan to see the world. None of that is possible.
It's not even been 4 minutes and I'm already like... But like, didn't he already say that they wouldn't be back again? And that they usually like go dormant for 1,000 years? Like, what would stop... Why would you think they're not going to be dormant? Or is it that... Because, like, here's my thought. If she's saying... Maybe they're not dormant. Maybe they can still be summoned. They just can't do any big magics. So then they wouldn't normally go dormant. But, like, he literally said they wouldn't be able to help ever again. I'm so fucking tired.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not. I'm sorry for this fucking writing.
I've asked so much of you. Too much. But when I thought about a future with you by my side, I felt truly happy.
This is so... This is not it for me, man. Like, he's not even... really like a person with free will like he says he has it, but like again, god damn it, I have a cat on my desk. Go away, dude. Before you knock my shit over.
There is a promise I can still keep.
Uh-huh.
In Lethos, the day you awoke, what did I say when you summoned me? Your ally, until the very end.
I remember.
I will never break that promise. Until this war's end. Until my own. I will stay by your side.
Can he feel pain though?
You're so kind, Marth. You've always been so kind.
What's up with kindness in this game?
You are too. That's why we've made it this far. More than your strength. It's your care for others that has brought us all here.
Friendship is magic.
Thank you.
Now prepare yourself. We'll arrive at the portal soon.
I'm ready.
This just ain't it for me.
So, this is the portal to other worlds.
It's beautiful, but very cold.
What kind of shitty world could you end up in?
You two, here.
Oh, we're at the portal, but not... He hasn't gone in the portal? I'm confused.
Sombron.
Papa,
I did not expect you to survive, let alone reach me here.
Are you inside the portal or outside of it?
We've come to stop you from destroying Elios.
I am done with your worthless world. Return to it and shut the portal. Live in peace there.
But what's to stop you from ever coming back? Also, I don't know, that's kind of like a win. It would be a little bit funny if we did, we're just like, well, okay, and we just turn around and left.
You stay in your world. I now leave for other ones. That should satisfy us both.
Why would he even say that, though? Like, what about his character makes him be like, just fuck off, it'll be fine.
You're going to return and attack Elios again. We'll never believe you wouldn't.
I mean, you're the last divine dragon. Like, there's literally, Zephi is dead. Vale's his own child. There's, like, no more dragons. He's outie.
And you've caused too much suffering, too much loss to run free.
Oh, so he's too evil. But, like, some of the other evils that you've let go or let repent are fine.
We will defeat you right now and prevent you from invading any other worlds.
I mean, yes, you should. I'm just saying, like... I mean, it's not like he's trying to, like, ask for forgiveness either, but still... no quarter will be given is not something that we've said about basically anyone.
Invading other worlds. You think my desire is so simple?
I mean, it's what we were told. We just believed it.
Invasion is merely a means to an end. What I seek is a reunion.
Why are you so obviously evil? That's what I want to know. Like, why can't he just be, like, a normal-looking dude? Or, like, just, like, a really hot-looking dude? I really don't understand his design. Like, what the point of it is.
A reunion with Zero Emblem.
The fuck is Zero Emblem?
Zero Emblem?
I've not heard word of this before.
Of course not. That emblem is not of your world.
Oh, there's emblems everywhere. You've just opened up the emblem multiverse, which makes me want to throw up.
Nor am I.
What do you mean?
I'm an alien.
Beyond this portal lie infinite worlds. One of them was my home. It had its own emblem rings, and a war arose to control them.
I'm so bored.
My kind lost. The enemy used the ring's power to slaughter my relatives. All of them. was very young. Our enemies granted me alone the mercy of exile.
Why?
You mean they sent you to Elyos?
A peaceful world, ruled by godlike dragons. I was meant to live a quiet life there. But I brought something with me, unknown to them. A single emblem ring.
Zero emblem.
In my world, known as the Emblem of Foundations. With my power, unable to speak. Legends said this emblem fought without aid. So much ambition, and no allies. That story showed me the way forward in my complete isolation.
Is that why you had, like, dozens of children?
I was trapped in this world, without friends or family.
Children?
Only that emblem gave me comfort.
Okay.
Whoever it was must have been mighty indeed. An emblem should not be able to survive traveling from one world to another.
He kept it in his pocket.
To stay in form in a new world, even for moments. I've never heard of such power.
Now, you want a reunion. So that emblem is gone.
Exactly. And all because of villagers that found me a few years after I arrived.
Only a few years.
They mistook me for an abandoned child. They pitied me. My first connection in your world.
Took you years to find somebody?
Soon after, the emblem deserted me, leaving only the ring behind.
I mean, did he, or was he just not able to stay, like, quote, alive, unquote, in another world?
And why? For bonding with the people of this world. I despaired, and then I reduced their village to ash.
I'm so bored.
I swore to forego all bonds in pursuit of my ambitions, as my emblem had.
Who the fuck is this emblem? Also, I am just... What do you mean you swore to forego all bonds in pursuit of your ambitions? You had children. You didn't really love them, but, like, you still had children. So that's like a bond. It doesn't have to be, like, a familial bond. But it's still a bond. It's still a tie. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to want it, but it's still there.
I fought alone, confided in none, preparing to return to my world, to exact revenge.
Do you know how to get back to your world, though? But also kind of curious, just kind of want to go with you.
I needed pawns for my plan, and territory. I spent years amassing it all. Then I attacked.
I am just so confused, though, because, like, if he was really young and he came to this world, I could see, like, an angry young boy, maybe even turning into a teenager, getting, like, you know, big angry, and... But, like, how is he supposed to know how to get back? And also, like, how did you come up with this plan in the first place? How many hundreds or thousands of years did you live trying to come up with a plan? Did it, like, who knew how to do this? Who knew how to open a portal that was here? Like, obviously the dragons from his world knew, but that doesn't mean that anyone here knew. But somebody must have, because he came up with a plan. So, like, what's that story?
So the war 1,000 years ago. That's what it was about.
But Papa, you weren't alone in this world.
See, it doesn't make any sense. Son, hold on. I have a cat trying to get at my smoothie. The thing about the smoothie is that it isn't even mine. I ordered one and somebody picked up Missy's instead of Mana's. So that was cool. So I got their smoothie. It's not as good as mine. Anyway, I I'm just annoyed.
Mama loved you deeply. Your believers, your attendants, my siblings.
Why did she love him? He treated her like garbage, apparently. I mean, maybe he didn't, but like... Also, if the war 1,000 years ago was about that, he acts like he was just like a child. But maybe we're talking like thousands of years. I have to give it the benefit of the doubt, I guess, right? So, okay, so he did spend years getting pawns for his plan and territory, but he had to have a plan first. So how long did it take to come up with a plan, and then how long did it take for pawns and territory? And then when he had all of the pawns in the territory, then he attacked. Attacking was the war 1,000 years ago. But like, how many thousands of years did it take him to do that shit?
Zephyia, Gris, Marnie, Mauvier, my sister and me. Everything we did was for you.
It was out of fear of you, though. And Zephyia hoping that you would give her some D, but, like, other than that... Like, and Gris was loyal mostly to Zephyia, not to fucking him. And Marnie was loyal to... Zephyia as well, mostly, or the dynamics of the Four Hounds. Mauvier is loyal to you. None of these people are loyal to to fucking Sombron but Zephyia, who just wanted the D. Or maybe also, like, to a certain degree. Like, he saw that her power was out of whack and helped her control it, and then, like, that's, like, a loyalty thing, which is cool, I guess, except we don't really know it. We don't get that dynamic. I guess the fact that he doesn't kill her when she fucking disappoints him says something, but... like, again, that's just bullshit.
As I said, pawns, acting on my command and mine alone,
Yeah, pawns.
meant to be used and discarded. Deaths which mean nothing.
This is so boring.
That's why you killed them all. But what about us? You wanted us to die?
You were no different to me.
How horrible.
It's confusing, too, because, like, why doesn't he feel a connection to literally anyone? Like, is he incapable of forming it? Why does he look like that when everybody else looks like a person? He is from another world entirely, but do all full-blooded Fell Dragons look like him? Is Vale only half Fell Dragon? Is Alear only half Fell Dragon? But what's the other half? If Zephyia, a mage dragon, was around, was she in this world the whole time? Or was she also traveled from another world? Why aren't there other mage dragons? Are there other ones that we just don't know about?
You can't be right about your emblem. You weren't left behind.
What?
A solitary warrior like that emblem would know how hard it is to be alone. And would stay by your side, sparing you that loneliness in exile. Until you weren't alone. And had new people in your life. Until you were okay.
You're just stupid and you misunderstood.
Don't you think more than anyone, a true friend like that wanted you to have those connections?
To, like, actual living people instead of a spirit?
You know nothing. Nothing at all about my emblem.
I mean, this is true, though.
That's true. But if your emblem disappeared without a word, then you don't either. No one does.
Then, okay, so he doesn't know that about him specifically. He doesn't know why exactly. My guess is that he couldn't hold his power in this other world as, you know, indefinitely, and he just got zapped away against his own will, maybe. However, I look at it like, yes, Sombron doesn't know the reason either, but, like, he did know the emblem, though.
All the more reason to be reunited. I will scour world after world.
I'm looking for my friend from when I was 7.
Sombron, The emblem of foundations is no more. You can search and search, but there's no point. You might meet the original hero, but emblems are not the same beings. We are not them.
Okay, I mean, I already knew that. That's why you guys call yourselves emblems. But also, how would you meet the original hero? Because... or villain. How would you meet them? Also, wait a minute. Samura doesn't know anything either, because the fucking guy couldn't even talk. He was just compelled to fucking be there when he was summoned. So... everyone's dumb. The whole plot is dumb. He just relied on some guy who, like, had to be there for him. But then you would think he would have accidentally felt some kind of love for his children because they also had to be there for him. But that didn't happen, so...
You will never be reunited with your emblem. Ever again.
Marth, stop making shit worse.
Be silent.
I can only imagine how much resentment you feel. But to sacrifice so many others.
Bro, you got lost in the sad sauce. Like, I'm sorry nobody would fucking hold your hand on the playground, but Jesus
To
God.
be so selfish, you destroy the world. Kill your own children. It's all just so... wrong.
I said be silent. You are speaking of things you do not understand.
Yes and no. I think you shouldn't waste your time trying to understand people who are just, like, out of the ability to be understood. Pretty much what, like, Zethia and company were going on about. But, like, it's just silly. Like, dude, just admit that you're fucking unhinged.
If not for my emblem, I would have died powerless, small.
Why? 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 You don't have it now. You would still be powerless and small. You haven't had him for a long time. You only had him for a couple of years.
That emblem had the strength to stand alone. Unlike you, huddled together.
I mean, he wasn't alone. He had you. So... this is stupid.
Such a warrior showed me the meaning of all existence. Fight alone. Take revenge.
You're wrong. That's impossible. No emblem wants to see a world destroyed.
How do you know that, Marth? Also, if the heroes can become emblems, why not the villains?
We aid people through our bonds with the divine dragons. We are a force for good.
I'm bored.
We would never choose to let our power be exploited for evil.
I'm so tired. You're a tool. You don't have a choice. Like, we would never choose that. Like, yeah, of course you wouldn't fucking choose that. Nobody would choose that. But it still happens.
Enough of this nonsense.
Oh my god.
I won't let you stop me or sway my intentions. I have striven for this for thousands of years. If you intend to stand in my way, you will die.
I might die.
This is it. Prepare for battle, everyone.
Oh, I'm falling asleep. Okay, I get my 14 guys. Oop. Ugh. Got a bunch of maxed out dudes. And the boy himself. Whatever. The last engage. We just have to defeat Sombron, fellas. Not gonna overthink it because I don't care.
Turn your blade on me. You dare interfere with that which I have sought for so long. Such fatal hubris. You will pay for that accordingly. Witness how fragile your bonds really are.
Cringe.
What's happening to them?
I am sealing off the
Yeah?
portal back to your world. It's what I should have done the moment you arrived here.
Yeah, at least he's
Your
aware.
emblem allies are too weak. They will be lost in the distortion between dimensions forevermore.
This cannot be the end. If we must part, remember all that we have done.
Mars!
The emblems are...
Goodbye,
I knew
fellas.
I'd have to say goodbye someday. But I thought there was time.
So much for your precious emblems. In a matter of moments, the portal will be shut for good. Take comfort, for I shall inflict no further harm upon your world. Though you will die here as I have lived, in anguish, far from home.
I mean, we deserve this for chasing him down.
Go home?
Tiny,
Ready to die from the
you need to
start.
chill.
Brodia, I land. I pray you endure.
Oh my god,
Since
Tiny.
Alicia
Stop.
will never truly know me.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Worry not. I have no desire to prolong your suffering. When I am finished, not one trace of me in your world shall remain, as though I was never there at all.
I'll stop you.
Is that so?
Our fight isn't over. The portal's open. I can do this. If I give it my all, I can summon the emblems back to me. Look at how far we've come. Will you fight him at my side? Your faith in me gives me strength.
Yes, sister. I'm with you.
Vale!
I'll be with you every step of the way. I can't summon emblems, and I can't turn into a dragon. But I'm a royal dragon all the same. There's gotta be something I can do to help.
Yeah!
Virtuous
We'll
magic.
all be right there with you.
Except for you,
You've done
Alfred.
so much for each and every one of us. So this time, we're returning the favor.
You can do this. Since the day you woke up, I always knew you'd save the world.
All flowers must bloom. For you, I will be a gentle rain and a ray of light.
Cats think this game is so fucking dumb. They're like, during cutscene, it's the perfect time to roll around on paper.
Divine One, this is for Father, and all the soldiers who have fallen along the way.
I'm worried. But you don't need my support either way. I know you'll see us through this.
You think we can make a comeback? Yeah, that's what I love about you, Divine One.
You are incredibly cool, Divine One. And so is everyone here. There's no way we're losing.
If you have faith in the moon and stars above, our beloved emblems will return.
Will they, though?
I'm sorry the others are dragging this out. We both know my belief in you is already enough.
One last push to victory. Get those emblems back here so we can do this.
You have always been my source of strength. Allow my faith, just this once, to be yours.
Really should have got the Ivy Lear supports, but whatever.
Whatever faith remains in this heart, I give to you.
Wholesome.
No getting discouraged now. Heads held high. We believe in you, and we will win. Easy. As your sister and fellow dragon, I'll do whatever it takes to help you stop Papa.
Imbeciles. Your scrambling is both futile and pitiful.
Please, my friends. I need you all. One last time. Once more. Let us engage! Shine on, emblem of beginnings! March! Care for us, emblem of echoes! Celica! Provide for us, emblem of the holy war! Sigurd! Free us, emblem of genealogy! Blink! Rise up, emblem of binding! Roar! Sweep across, emblem of blazing! Lyn! Restore calm, emblem of the sacred! Erica! Fight on, emblem of radiance! Ike! Heal us, emblem of dawn! Micaiah! Reignite us, emblem of awakening! Lucina! Bear your fangs, emblem of fate! Corin! Teach us, emblem of the academy! Violet! And of course, the final
I'm sleeping.
emblem.
Me.
Protect us! Fire emblem!
What?
We 13 emblems stand against you with our allies. The future may divide us once more. But here and now we fight with one heart. This fight, this moment in time, is all that matters.
What nonsense. You are the flicker of an ember, a dying light. You're nothing. The deeper your bonds, the greater your pain when those bonds crumble to dust. Why invite that inevitable pain upon yourself? Why allow such weakness to exist?
Can we have 8 people in one scene? Is that allowed?
Foolish child of mine.
Yes, you see me as a child, foolish and weak. And maybe you're right. Maybe that's all I am. But I am not alone. And we're stronger when we stand together. The breaking of bonds can hurt. But when the bond is reforged, it comes back as strong as ever, or stronger. And it brings an even greater hope. If people are willing to work for it, any bond can be brought back to life. And that's what I'll do. Every single time. For however long it takes.
Eh.
You won't leave this place. Because we're going to stop you.
Why are we just talking about this though?
Ready, Sabron? This ends now!
Don't worry, Tiny. You can roll on the paper in a second. This guy just won't shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Bring it on.
Understood.
Ready for me?
Don't worry.
Me?
I've got this.
I'm ready.
Understood. I hear you.
For the Divine Dragon.
Wouldn't miss it.
I love it. The stage is mine.
Power blooms in me.
Look at his 23 damage and then this dude doing like nothing.
Careless.
Ouch. You tried though, buddy.
I'll help.
Thank you.
Not a worry.
Me first!
Sort of like that, maybe?
That's better.
Right!
Allow me! No one's gonna miss you.
I have this.
Annoying!
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'll help!
You have saved me. I will not falter. Tell me where. Stand down or perish!
You fought so hard, traveled so far, merely to die.
Stand down! Who's next?
Lend me your strength.
You are pathetic. As if spurning me to be a divine dragon was not enough. Patricide. Unforgivable.
Is it though?
You killed your own children. Tried to destroy the world for your selfish desires.
Selfish, cringe, fucking second grader ass
You're
desires.
the one who is beyond forgiveness.
I said your world meant nothing to me. Its people, my children. You. Once I leave, I will forget you. Even if we met again, I would not recall your face.
And?
In other words, you'll make the same mistakes as before. So which of us is pathetic?
My prayers are with you.
Emblem engage! Grant me strength! Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
With a true heart, engage! You will not stop me!
I'll go first.
I can still fight.
Hopefully that wasn't a mistake.
Allow me.
How foolish. This is not over.
It wouldn't be a Fire Emblem game if it was.
Out of my way, you worms!
We got away really quick. Wait, why would you want them out of your way when you did that? You think if they were underfoot, they would just simply die.
Sombron called reinforcements. But what are they?
You thought I sat idly, waiting for you to arrive. I could not bring back my emblem, but I summoned others of equal power. Dark emblems, who once plunged their worlds into despair.
Dark emblems?
So you're like self-aware that you're a villain.
So familiar. Yes. These are the foes we fought in our original forms.
Oh goody.
Perhaps we should match each emblem to their own enemy. But I can't sense who is who. We should move closer, with caution.
Yep. Okay. This is maybe not helpful, but we'll see. Oh, it like fucking tells you.
I sense you, Shadow, and I believe I know who you are. I've defeated you before, and I will again, for I hold the exalted falchion.
I am the Divine Dragon.
It's so boring. He'll hit first, but he has a 0% chance to crit.
The divine sword Tearfing is awakened. That marks you as... No. Impossible. As a knight of Gronville, and a descendant of one of the 12 Crusaders, I shall be your aunt!
Oh my!
Lowly human scum. Who else we got up here? Got Leaf on the right. And Celica on the left. What kind of weapon these assholes have? Two Grand Lance and a spear. I do want the tomahawk then.
You're too kind to me.
Stop it! I'm more than just a Feldra.
Damn, girl.
I just want to live in peace.
Okay. Damn,
I
girl.
hope I've done well.
You did great, honey. He can't kill you either. Oh, maybe she can.
Excuse me.
Adieu.
Yee.
Allow me!
You will have nothing.
We love some crits. Or at least I do. Good job, son. Alright, that side's taken care of.
For Brodia!
Good job.
I can't believe I did that.
That was cool, yeah.
Thank you.
Now do it again.
I won't miss!
Dude.
I'll apologize later.
My washing machine is making so many horrifying noises right now. I'm a little concerned. I think I should actually go check on that, because normally it's not that loud. Guess it stopped. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. $18 back. He has a chance to crit though.
nothing left of you.
Sweet.
A slight injury. Thank you. Mavier reporting.
Five damage. Oh no. Could I live that?
The weak die.
I guess. Who is this guy? He just has, oh, he has a bow too. Oops. Fuck my life. Why do I keep hitting the wrong thing? She's recover, but not rescue. However, does Ivy have rescue? Yeah. But Alir's over here. I could always trade it out for a rescue.
I'll help.
Damn it, girl.
Allow me.
That's how a knight does it.
Got a lifeline.
Count on me.
Do I have another rescue?
Still alive. Die already.
I am sorry.
I'm here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you.
You can die now. Sorry if that was too much.
fun. Okay.
I can keep going.
Who's this again? Wait, where the fuck is Leaf? Did I send him the wrong way? Cause that's fucking Roy. I suck. What are you doing over here, for God's sake? This is Celica, right? Yeah.
Great help.
Pray for him. Pew. Oh, gross.
We meet again, Duma. Though I'm not sure you are him. Please, do no more harm. Allow your great and weary soul the rest it deserves.
Die and be dead, sir.
I have this.
Good workout. Allow me.
I won't forget you.
Allow me.
I can't believe I did that.
I won't lose.
Need help?
What's the point of you?
Damn, girl.
My turn.
I'm still alive? Huh.
You're the best.
You radiate evil. But are you truly the Dark Bishop who I fought once before? Is your intent to spread fear and despair in this world too? I will never allow that to happen.
The shield is gone. Now's our chance.
He just doesn't do anything.
sorry you're stuck with me.
Barely does anything.
By my hand!
Together, for our friends!
Does almost fucking nothing. I was like, who's a good one?
Emblem, engage!
There we go.
Don't hold this against it.
Emblem engage. Fate has brought us here. I live to fight again.
Our time has come. I cannot allow this.
Emblem, engage!
Please grant me your strength. My apologies. I strength train!
He's a 0% chance to crit.
I'll help.
Let the lesson begin.
I'm fine, really.
I'll help.
Over here!
Excuse me.
Still
Allow me!
I want to help you.
Damn, girl.
Grant me strength and victory.
Allow me. Not done.
Got a lifeline.
Why does quadruple hit do no fucking damage? It's like a silver bow it is. Wait.
I'm here.
Die already.
Emblem, engage!
Excuse me. Over here.
Got a lifeline.
Everybody fucking missing, cowards.
Emblem, engage!
Allow me.
I love how none of my team is like doing shit.
I have faith in the goodness of humankind.
Okay, we are almost complete here.
Emblem engage.
Oh, that barely does shit.
Not done.
Die already.
Let's give up.
Emblem engage.
Allow me. Still alive.
Got a live one.
Emblem, engage!
I think I'm gonna dance for him, but if it sucks, I might reverse back and try dancing for someone else. Oh, that's so fucking close.
I have this.
My turn! Please die.
Still kicking.
Good job, fellas.
Then I will be denied my reunion.
He really wanted to go to that high school reunion. Cringe.
We've won, Sombron.
Why are you even telling him this and not just like killing him? These are questions that I ask myself.
Now I will never return home. Perhaps that is just as well.
Why would you even give a fuck at this point? It's been thousands of years.
Tired of searching in every shadow.
Am I supposed to feel bad for you?
For the emblem of foundations?
I would look in sunless woods, gloomy caves, the shade of a dead tree. In such places, I felt my emblem again. Now, that is all over.
This guy is just so hard to relate to. I think half of it's his fucking design, though.
You chose to be alone, yet continued to look for this emblem. Why?
Perhaps I wanted someone to appreciate how far I had come, all on my own.
Did you want some praise, little guy?
Someone to see me, who I am, after millennia of being cast away.
You're boring. I like literally just do not fucking care.
Could have been that person. Or Vale. Or our siblings.
Or any of your fucking girlfriends or wives or whatever they were.
Why choose to start these wars?
Like, it's just so fucking over the top. Like, this goes beyond camp into something absolutely nonsensical.
I need no connections.
Mm.
Not in your world.
There is a part of me that is like, okay, at least that line's in there, not in your world. So I assume that his, like, connection to the emblem is important because it's from his original world.
Even at the end, you don't want to be a father to us. Very well.
Kill him!
You'll only be the Fell Dragon. An evil that we slayed. That's how we'll remember you.
Do as you please. I have been alone for all this time. Why should my death be different?
Am I supposed to give a fuck?
I do not need mercy or pity. I will fade in this place, apart from the one I yearn to see.
Were you, like, in love with your emblem or what?
Do you remember the invocation? The invocation for the emblem of foundations.
I have tried. Again and again, I said the words. It was no use.
Still, it couldn't hurt to try. One last time.
Oh my god.
All right. Burn us, emblem of foundations.
Get it? Fire emblem?
Oh, this light. Oh, at last. At last we meet again.
Emblem shows up and is like,
I don't see anyone.
who the fuck are you?
I don't either. It must be someone only he can see.
Is it because the emblem died?
The one person he truly let in.
How could he let him in though? He's not even like a person.
Let us be on our way once more.
Man, this guy is just impossible to fucking like. I just can't. Engage, boy.
Papa.
He's gone. And the ring for the emblem of foundations. That's gone with him.
Huh?
Our fight is over. Let's go home.
Please, let's get the fuck out of here.
It's time to shut this portal once and for all.
Jesus.
The portal is closing. Once it's shut, the war ends. And balance returns to the world.
But how are you shutting it? Like, who's shutting it? Is it shutting on its own because Sombron died? Well, you probably should have hurried through the fucking portal. You're closing it intentionally? How? How are you doing that? Who knows how to do that?
We did it.
Farewell, bitch.
Oh, it's really time to say goodbye.
This was a wonderful journey. Thank you for letting us share it with you.
No. Thank you, Marth. I'm so sad to see you go. But it's time to stand tall and say goodbye. Thank you for keeping your promise. You really were my ally. My friend. Through it all, I just hope I'll be strong enough for whatever lies ahead.
You will be. You're already much stronger than 1,000 years ago, or the day you awakened. I know you'll carry on the emblem's legacy, and your mother's. We will not be here to help you anymore. Now, it's your turn to help others. As the Divine Dragon, and as an emblem.
I will.
You're not doing this alone. We'll be there to support you, sister.
We can't replace Marth and the others, but we'll do what we can.
Yes. Please, don't worry. It's no good. Here come the tears.
I wish we didn't have to lose you.
We were just getting to know you, and now... goodbye forever?
Peace.
Please do not cry.
I think you should say peace instead.
But...
This world's burdens are yours to shoulder. Meet them proudly. You should not always hold back tears. But please, for now, try to.
Lynn comes in and fucking beats the shit out of him.
I agree. I'd like for us to part with smiles on our faces. That's how I want us to remember each other. In joy, not sorrow.
Me too.
mean, you could be smiling while you're fucking crying. Like, that's a thing. People do that. Do we have to see a cutscene of this shit?
It seems this is goodbye. But we'll never bid farewell to what we learned together.
What did we learn, teacher? Well, see you on the flip side, buddy.
I'll miss you, but I know you'll choose the right paths to walk.
We'll always be together in spirit, no matter the distance. Build a bright future.
I see we're going backward this time instead of from the first game to the last. Now we gotta go backward.
Don't worry. I can see that your lives will be filled with hope and happiness.
Uh-huh, I'm gonna remember that when tragedy strikes.
Go out and create a better world. I know you can. I know you will.
That's not bad.
I will be praying for you. Praying that your world is filled with kindness and laughter. Wherever you go, may the blessings of Mother Earth and Father Sky follow.
I'm glad to have known you. I hope you make an Arcadia of this land.
I love you, Roy. Peace. These people are like, what the fuck is an Arcadia? They spend 1,000 years trying to figure it out.
Band together, there is no hardship you cannot overcome.
Don't worry, all these royals are marrying each other. And then all their kids are gonna be related, and it's gonna be a disaster.
Know love as well as grief. Honor your bonds. Carry the light. And nothing will be impossible.
No love as well as grief. I mean... It sounds kind of stupid, but I guess there is like a lot of grief already, so like make sure you don't forget the good shit. Sure, Sigurd. We'll miss Cantor. But maybe not you, I don't know.
Lead with compassion, Divine One, and may your happiness be eternal.
This is the moment.
This guy. Marth. The amount of times that I obliterated my brother in Super Smash Bros. Because of you. Thank you.
So it is.
Thank you. You are a member of our family. The emblem who connects us all.
Our family? I'm puking in my
If we
mouth.
cross paths again. No. When we cross paths again. I hope that you will remember us. We who existed together for this time.
Depends on how old Alir ends up being, but you kind of gotta guarantee that, like, they will forget you if they live, like, 50,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you were together for, like, a year of that very, 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 very long lifetime.
The 13 emblems.
Why are there 13?
Of course I'll remember you. Everything about you. And all the times we shared. Even when we're apart, we'll always be connected.
I mean, I guess technically.
For standing with me until the very end.
I don't hate this, I guess, but I just feel like it would be a bigger, deeper connection if it was just all within this universe anyway, and we didn't have otherworldly shit going on.
My family. You gave me courage, strength, and inspiration. I will follow your example. Always. I promise.
And then Alir floats away too because she is also an emblem.
Let's go back home, everyone. Back to Elios.
Do you still have the rings? They just don't do anything? Or did the rings disappear too? I can zoom through this, right? No? I have to watch it slowly? Holy fuck, dude. So that was the game, huh? I can't wait till we get to the endings. My thoughts on this. Having not played the, Fel Xenologue or whatever, I'd seen it mentioned, and I ran into it in the game. Having not played that, because I think it's like another story or whatever. Gameplay-wise, I think it was pretty fun. I'm really not a fan of how complicated Fire Emblem has gotten. I'm not a strategy enjoyer. I like the old school stuff better. It's easier for my idiot brain to comprehend. But I thought this was pretty okay. There's probably still a lot about it that I don't know, but I can learn from watching, like watching shit on the internet. What was about the gameplay? I had something I was gonna say about the gameplay. Was it a negative thing? I did feel like the game, they tried to balance everything around having the emblems. So, at least it was that. But it was like that chapter with Lumera, like, Astrostorm was just, like, completely fucking overpowered. Like, what do you mean a 20 range fucking... It's ridiculous. But it's fun? Question mark. So, I guess that's okay. Oh, the gameplay thing that I didn't like. Truly, I wasn't that sad about losing Fram, Etier, Louis, and Alfred, or Vander, because I was hesitant to I hated Alchrist as a character when he showed up. I'm like, what a piece of shit, get out of my way. Don't look at how many times he was MVP on the screen, by the way, just don't look. But Etier sucked ass. Like several chapters later when I replaced her with Alchrist, he was like just so much fucking better than her. Right out of the gate, just right out of the box. I didn't even have to do anything. And that's frustrating to me. And really annoying. Like, what do you mean? Because it wasn't just her either. Like, Fram was okay, and I'm sure she would have been fine if she hadn't died right away. But Saline was just, like, better and more convenient, because as soon as I could get her attacking shit, there was no contest. Louis probably would have been fine if he would have stuck around. He was a good unit. I just fucked up and got him in the way of magic. Alfred kind of sucked. Vander kind of sucked. Like, Vander is your Jagan character. But he was weirdly weak. Rosado, I feel guilty about letting him die. I should have rewound time for him, but, like, I did also deeply deserve it for putting him in range of a radiant bow. Like a dumbass. But after that, you could see that I did learn and stop sucking ass. Are we about to get some shit? I mean, it was a Lear. Most used emblem, none. Half my units defeated at Distinia Cathedral. Okay, but, like, he's still alive, though. So, like, what is his ending? You just don't get one? Defeated at Distinia Cap. Yeah, she's dead. She had a most used emblem, though. Yeah, he was defeated, but like he's still alive. Oops. So, what do you mean? Like, you're not gonna tell me what happened to him because... Sorry, girl. But you were pretty bad. That's kind of wholesome. That last part's dumb as shit. I wouldn't say defeated. I would say died in this case. Like, his corpse is still fucking there, probably. Did anybody bury that shit? Because we had to run, dude. I don't like that they utilize the supports with Ivy here. Too camp of an ending for my ass. That's good, at least. Huh. I feel like I'm missing something from her supports, but... I'm guessing Citrine is a noble. Even after Alir had passed on. That's a long-ass time. Haha. I don't hate that. That's kind of nice. Okay. It's cool that Hortensia grows up to not be shit. I'm sorry, Rosado. I'm sorry, bro. I let you down. I like that, actually. That's a really good ending. Oh, her advisor, that's cool. Okay. Crazy. Dumb as fuck, leaning too hard into the camp. Went out and was never heard from again. Okay. What kind of ending is that? I mean, I guess, sure. Alright, let me think. I'm thinking. Alright, so... I don't know. I have feelings, but they're, like, mostly my feelings are... The story is shit. And I mean absolutely ass. The story is so fucking bad. Like, I can't with the story. I want to be nice about it, but I can't. I simply cannot. The plot sucked. Some of the characters are okay, but then there are a few characters that are actually interesting or could be really good, but then you get like a fucking support conversation or something that leans so hard into them being a fucking idiot or a dumbass, or it's like trying too hard to be camp and funny, and it falls so flat. Not that this is surprising or anything, because Fire Emblem has done that in the past. It's just, with the story writing being so fucking bad here, I feel like it just makes it worse. It's almost like salt in the wound, you know what I'm saying? I did find some characters I liked, but, like, are any of them Blorbos? Like, okay, so I started this adventure, like, I'm looking for a Blorbo. I don't know that I was actually looking for a Blorbo, but, like, looking for a Blorbo, you know? Maybe a new Blorbo to think about sometimes. I don't know that I did. Like, how do I put this? Like, I like Ivy a lot. I think she's cool. I like Diamant. I like Alcryst, I guess. I like Alfred. But, and like, a few others. There's a few others that have some potential. Mauvir, I like him too, of course. Linden had some potential. I wanted to like Marin, but she seems like -1 character trait. She's like a cardboard cutout. Fagato was cool. I did like him, and Tamara seems cool as well, but like every other Tamara support, if not almost every Tamara support, I'm gonna say every other, was like about meat for some fucking reason. Boring? But then I think it goes back to something that I have always believed about the Fire Emblem games, is that they had it right when, in the older games, there were like, most characters had just a few support partners, like, and then you had some with a bunch, but a lot of characters just didn't have that many. Like, I think Kent is one of the characters that has like the most support partners, but then you have characters that only have like 2 or 3. That's the way to go, in my opinion, because then when you do have supports, they feel really meaningful. But then maybe there's something to be said for like just the fact that they need to just try harder to come up with better supports, or only give supports if it really feels meaningful to do so. Like, I didn't hate the popped corn stuff, but what the fuck is that image? Why is there a tiny Marnie looking bitch? Anyway, they're like, but it still detracted, like the popped corn shit still detracted from other stuff, and just wasn't as fun, I guess, because of that. At least not to me. I don't know. I'm kind of... Uh-oh. Fucking Walt Disney shit starts going.
Today's the day of my coronation. Today I'll be crowned the Divine Dragon Queen. I had hoped that all of you would be standing by my side for the occasion. But I guess not. Shine on, Emblem of Beginnings! Worth a try. I wonder if we'll ever meet again.
Aha! I knew we'd find you in here.
We must have looked everywhere.
Everyone.
The coronation is going to start any minute now.
All right, time to get changed, unless you're wearing that.
Yeah, I guess I should, huh?
Instead of wearing the same thing.
Well, hurry up! Come on!
Whoa, okay, I'm coming.
A tiny 6-inch tall Marth pops out.
Someday, in the future, our paths may cross once more. Our bonds can be reforged time and again. Whenever you desire, you need only say the word. Engage!
Puked a little. Sorry about that.
Fire Emblem.
So what happens if I go back in? Do I get more supports and stuff? Well, I get whatever the fuck these are. Whatever the fuck relays are.
Now then.
I guess it lets you keep fucking around. I don't know. Nobody got new supports though. But I assume that you can get them if you want to keep screwing around. I wanted to have better, like, more thought out thoughts, but I don't know, like, I feel like, let me put my fucking controller down so I don't fling it across the room while I'm talking, because I have trouble sitting still. Okay, so having now cleared the game, not done all the paralogs, but the 2 that I did were fucking stupid. Like, how do I put this nicely? I don't like the paralogs. I think they're dumb. Like the idea is cool, but then I go in there and I'm like, I don't really like it in execution though. It's like, I thought I would like Lynn's paralog, because obviously Lynn is the OG, the fave, the #1. But I didn't like her paralog. It's like, first of all, Lynn herself sounds like a 15-year-old, which she's supposed to be post-game. And also, like, I like the idea of Sakai being her paralog area, but that's not Sakai. And then I'm just kind of, I guess I'm just a little bit bummed that it felt like they didn't do enough, but that they also did too much, or were trying too hard. I don't know. I think it goes back to, for me personally, I really think that this game needed to just be more self-contained, and I don't think they should have tried to do other Fire Emblem characters. Like, because it wasn't fun in a way that was like, it was fun for gameplay, but for story it wasn't fun at all. It was kind of cringe and weird. If this was like a Fire Emblem sequel to like Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, and it took place in Tellius, and we had like, it was like thousands of years later, and this was, whatever. I guess I probably wouldn't have bought it, but I would have bought it because they told me to, but then it would have made some sense for like, these are like heroes of the world a long time ago, and the legends are still kind of around, and like their spirit lingers on in this ring, and that would have been cool. The emblems don't make any sense. They're not explained in a way that makes any sense. We don't really know how they were made or created. Was it Marth acted like they just fucking sprang up out of the goddamn ground like a spring tulip because they were needed? That doesn't fucking make any sense. Lumera doesn't make any fucking sense. Sombron as a character could have been interesting, but his motivations are so flimsy. The idea that he was like abandoned as a child, and that the emblem that he took with him, like, left him or disappeared or whatever. Like, it's still not clear. There's no reason for the emblem to leave him. If it did, because, like, how do I put this nicely? They don't have free will. I know they say they do, but they don't. If I summon them, it's like they have to come. Like, they have to come. Otherwise, how did the bad guys summon them? They have to come when they're summoned. No, maybe they can't talk when they're summoned by someone who they don't like or don't want to work for. But the truth is that, that's how it works. So, Sombron's emblem never spoke to him. I mean, he tells us that already. I don't think that it disappeared on purpose, even because he found people and felt like he wasn't needed anymore. The emblems cannot do that. Or at least the 12, we'll say the 13 that we have can't. But where there are different emblems, are from different, they're spirits from different worlds, but they're still emblems, they still work the same, they still invoke the same. So, I'm like a little bit extra annoyed by that whole fucking shebang. It's so stupid. The plot is paper thin. They kept trying really, really hard to make you give a shit about the characters. Like, oh, I hope you feel really fucking sad when Lumera dies. Oh, not because, like, and with Lumera, it's like, it's not because, she has a connection to you or to the character. It's more like now they can't make that connection that you know should be there, but they don't, but that, Alear doesn't feel. That is sad. However, it is so ham-fisted and long and badly written that it kind of has the opposite effect. It puts your Switch to sleep and makes you wish that you had just gone to the bathroom instead, because that would have been more satisfying and fulfilling in your life. Don't get me started on the teleportation all over the fucking place by the baddies and the good guys, and because they both just walk into places with no resistance somehow, and they also walk out of places that way. How the fuck did we get out of Destinia Cathedral? I don't fucking know. We were pincered in there. Suddenly we're just out, though. And the one thing I did like about the story was losing all the emblem rings. I thought that was a nice touch. It actually felt like a low point. A lot of the games only have emotional low points for the characters. Like FE7's low point is when you go find Eliwood's father and he dies before you can take him home. Before he goes home to see his wife. But it's not as bad as it could be, but it's still pretty sad, right? So like that story was built around going to rescue him, and then like Eliwood's at the lowest point. The morale of the whole group is probably low. This is sad. This isn't what people wanted. And then through this, they learn that they have a bigger goal, okay? But gameplay-wise, it wasn't really accounted for in any serious way. It wasn't like you had to defend Elbert for 100 turns or something, you know what I'm saying? So, not that I want to do that. Please don't fucking remake FE7 and do that. I would cry. But in Engage, having us lose the rings be a gameplay impact issue as well as a low point for the characters was actually really, really smart. I feel like they were cooking with that idea. But the story's so paper thin that it doesn't manage to have the impact on the player that I think they wanted. So, and I know I've been really hard on this game. I'm pretty picky about writing. It's my passion and also a special interest of mine. So, if I'm not nitpicking something, I'm probably dying. But also, I can give credit where credit is due. I think they did some things quite well. I think not killing off Mavir was very, very large brain. Because normally his character type would be dead. In fact, normally his character type would have been the one protecting Vale, and he would have died there. But instead, Marnie's the one that does it. I did like that touch. I didn't like Marnie, though. I didn't like the Four Hounds as a... Because here's the thing. I just keep getting sidetracked, sorry. I need to actually write a script because my thoughts are all over the place. Again, brain, fog of war map. So, my issue, I think, with the story in general is that there are some ideas that are good, that the very basic premise of the idea, wonderful. The way that it was executed and put into this game, dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Let's go back to the Four Hounds. Hold on, I need some sustenance. Okay. So, the idea of the Four Hounds as this, like, group that gets along and mostly likes each other, or at least sees each other as, like, kind of a chaotic little family unit. Love that. Cool idea. Great idea for a villain. It's been fucking done before. So when you do it again, you need to make sure that it's at least as good, or equivalently as good, as what has already been done. So in the case of, like, the Four Hounds, the best comparison we have to that is the Black Fang in FE7. So... and I guess even then, that's not the best comparison, because FE7 had... what the fuck do they call them? They were like the four big assassins or whatever of the Black Fang. You know, Lloyd and Linus and those guys. Ursula. So, I don't know why I can't remember what they're called. Anyway... the difference between the Black Fang, we'll call them like the assassin group or whatever from the Black Fang. The difference between them and the Four Hounds is that FE7 never pretended that those people, other than Lloyd and Linus, who are brothers, gave a fuck about each other. Like, Sonya's the one that Ursula is loyal to. She used to be more loyal to Brendan Reed, maybe, but now it's Sonya that she's loyal to. They're not a family. They don't pretend to be a family outside of Lloyd and Linus and Nino and Brendan. Sonya doesn't fucking pretend that she gives a fuck about Nino or Brendan or the boys. She doesn't fucking care. So the sadness in that was like Nino's abuse. So like, but Nino then becomes like the veil of this situation, right? And I guess that makes Mavir like the Brendan Reed. Ultimately a good person caught up in some bullshit in way over his fucking head. Except that Brendan died. So I'm sitting here like, just Nino was just a better character than Vale all the way around. So, like, if you're going to talk about parental abuse and manipulation and using your child as a tool and not loving your child, now granted, Nino isn't Sonya's real daughter, but, like, she still raised her, so, like, that was already done. But it was done better. And I think part of it is the less is more idea. But because the worst part about the Four Hounds is that they're just constantly like, we're family. But nobody acts like family. They don't even act like arguing siblings or like anything. Because like really the dynamic, if it should have been anything in the game, would be that Zephyia reporting everything to Lord Sombron reads like the oldest sister of a sibling group who has to shoulder the responsibility of, you know, getting punished. Like she's the oldest one, so she does it, or she's the youngest one and she does it so that because everybody loves the baby, right? But that's like they weren't trying to do anything specific with that dynamic or with Zephyia or her role in it. It's just like, well, she's like one of the 4 hounds, but she's like in charge also. She's a hound and she's a hound master. And none of it made any fucking sense. That was poorly done. It was poorly worded. It's 9:30 at night. I'm tired. I am so tired of this fucking game. I feel like there was potential here, but a lot of it was just completely lost, and they're telling literally everything instead of showing anything. I can't get over it. Like, dude, I thought Fates was garbage. Like, Fates was hot fucking garbage as a story. Gameplay, great. Story, trash. I could not believe when I first played Fates. I only played through each route once, by the way. Which is more time than I gave 3 Houses, but 3 Houses, like, playing one route took as long as all 3 in Fates as far as I was concerned. But anyway, so when I first played Fates, I was like, oh my god, every 5 minutes I felt like I was going, what? Huh? Why? Especially on some of the routes where the characters just do the dumbest fucking things. The way that Scarlet gets treated across the whole thing just pisses me off. The Avatar sexual characters that only exist for that, boring as fuck. I just absolutely fucking hated Fates. I wrote a few fanfics about Fates, despite how much I hated it, because I liked Scarlet enough to write a couple stories. But Fates suffered a similar issue to this game, which I heard they're written by the same writing team, and it makes so much fucking sense. Because Fates did the same shit. Here are some sibling groups. They are family. Some of them don't fucking act like family. Nor in general, you couldn't have expected to act like family because, like, the whole dynamic was deeply fucked up. But, like, then they did the introducing characters and their retainers, character and their retainers, character and their retainers, character and the retainers. Like, fucking stop, please. I'm begging you to stop with the character and the retainers. Most of them are boring as fuck. And actually, looking at this fucking game and the people on my team, the only retainer that's still fucking here is Clan Marin, Goldmary, and I guess Mavir counts. But that's because they're good units. And also, since I killed Vander, I'm always gonna keep an older man on my team. Preferably middle to old in age range. I like an old man. This is an old man safe space, okay? So because Vander's dead, we have Mavir. What can I say? He's a good unit. Zephyia doesn't really count. She's not a retainer. She's like, I don't even know what the fuck she was. Captain of the Guard or some shit. Goldmary is here because she's a good unit. Marin's here because she's a good unit. Not because I thought she was cool or anything. Like, most of the actual characters that I don't hate are, like who the fuck are some of these people? Like, I used Chloe for a while, but I had to get rid of her because, like, she fucking sucked. Like, she wasn't, her damage was fucking bad. Like, maybe I should have, like, look at that strength, dude. Maybe I should have reclassed her into, like, literally any fucking thing else, but holy shit. Now, I'm sure Panette and Pendreo were fine. I'm sure this guy was fine. I'm sure Kagetsu was fine. And Jade. I couldn't stand this fucking guy. she's cute. Like, honestly, this is waifu look. For me specifically, but no. No. A child. Not the worst, but probably dog shit like all the other fucking characters from the beginning of the game. I couldn't have listened to Hiya Papaya one more time or I would have died. A child. A child. I just can't get over how much like Fates this game was, but like worse. And I'm trying to think of why it's worse though, because I felt like Fate, maybe the issue is that Fates felt like it was trying. What am I looking at? Okay, so I'm thinking. So Three Houses had a fucking vision, okay? And it was really, really big. And they didn't quite hit the mark. They did not quite hit the mark with Three Houses, for me anyway. But I respect the vision. Like, it was an ambitious idea, and I think for how ambitious it was and how many hands were probably in the pot for the writing and the gameplay stuff, I feel like they did pretty good. I didn't write any Three Houses fanfiction, which is shocking. I wrote Fates fanfiction, so. But I was in a writing slump for a couple of years when I played it, so I'll give myself a pass there. I'm sure that I would have written some if I would be playing it now. However, I think because it was so ambitious, they get a pass, partly because, like, even though a lot of stuff in the game and a lot of, I don't know, like, story stuff is, like, a bit clumsy or kind of, like, contradicts itself. So, like, just as a quick, dumb example, like, it seems to be a very, like, patriarchal world in almost every respect, despite the head of the church being a woman. And also in spite of there being women knights, and also in spite of the crest system. So explain that to me. They can't. They didn't think it through. Honestly, it's probably just an oversight. It sucks that they fucking didn't think about it, didn't include that more in their writing. Could have been really good, could have been really interesting, but they did try a lot of things with the characters and the world, and I think the ambition means something. They really went hog fucking wild in that game. If you look at Fates, I feel like it partially gets a pass because that is, story-wise, that's what it was doing. Including the child characters was foolish. They shouldn't have done it at all. They should have just kept them out. They should have kept the Awakening characters fucking out of that game. That was one of the worst parts about Fates, in my opinion. I know other people disagree with that and love that they showed up again like, oh, there's my Blorbos. Shut the fuck up. I mean, you can think whatever you want. If you enjoy it, great, good for you. I fucking didn't. I hated it, in fact. Like, I think I put it down for, like, a whole day after I got there. Like, I'm like, they did what? Like, this is silly, it's stupid, it's boring, it's recycling. That's what Engage feels like. Recycling. Like, I went to the Goodwill, and this is what I found was Engage. It's like Fates, but worse. Because Fates at least had an ambitious idea behind it, which was the route thing. What, did it pan out well? No. Were the characters shit? Yes. Did we have stuff like characters being prisoners of war at the beginning of the game that is barely ever fucking brought up again, even in supports? But would undoubtedly be super fucking traumatizing of an experience. Shit like that just that's pretty much how Fates failed. It was ambitious, but they had, like, incompetent people writing it. The worst part about Engage is that the story is dumb, camp as fuck, and they still manage to make it bad. I feel like the reason that it doesn't work, in the end, like, ultimately, the reason it doesn't work in Engage is because they couldn't commit one way or another. They were like, we need emotional beats, though. Like, what do we fucking do without emotional beats? Like, we need them. But then every other fucking thing about the story was so camp that you can't take the emotional beats seriously. Like, these characters are dressed like fucking clowns. I actually don't hate his outfit, but let's be fucking real. What is she doing running around in this? Why is she wearing a crown in public? Like, I get that she's a princess. She can have a cute dress. It could even be a long dress. It could just be that, like, shorter part of the skirt with the bows and, like, leggings. But the whole, like, hoop skirt, like, fucking... God damn it, why? And hair that goes to the fucking floor? On, like, every other fucking character. I know it's the VTuber shit. I hate it. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's goofy. I don't enjoy it. Because the thing is like... It's just so unnecessary. It's just so fucking unnecessary. It doesn't look good when it's modeled. Just starting with that. And the thing is, like, Saline could look cute. I like her color palette. I absolutely fucking hate her outfit. And her hair that doesn't make any sense. And if she was the only character like that, I could be like, well, she's just a freak, you know? But she's not. Then we have, like, a lot of guys that look normal. Like, this dude looks fucking normal. Like, this looks like some like, he's got too many fucking buckles. Final Fantasy ass looking dude. But, like, mostly it looks okay. This looks fine. He might even be, like, the most normally dressed guy. Even though it looks like he's wearing fishnets. Anyway. I would give him a pass. This outfit's insane. But I would give him a pass. Because you could say, oh, that's just, like, how people dress where he's from. Okay, but his sister doesn't fucking dress like that. His sister dresses like this! And I would forgive everything about her outfit if she didn't have the fucking bubblegum bits all over her. Like, what the fuck is that shit? What are those supposed to be? What do they do? I hate that shit. It makes her design, like, so much worse. But I would forgive it. If these were the only two characters that dress, like, in these super bright colors. Because it'd be like, oh, that's just their culture, right? I don't hate Marin's outfit. I don't even hate his. But when you look at how everybody looks like this, it's like, god damn it. If it was just him, it would be fine. Half of the women have their boobs hanging out. You want to explain that to me? VTuber shit. Like, girl, you're from the fucking cold. Why are you wearing this? And I think the worst part about it isn't even that she looks ridiculous. It's that there's the Somniel, which is a perfect excuse for people to just dress like this when they're in leisure time. Like, she could just have a dress like that. And wear it at the Somniel. And it wouldn't feel weird. But, like, she wearing this shit into battle on the back of a wyvern? In the air? Girl, you're freezing to death! You're nipping 24-7. And also, those honkers are fucking flapping around. Dude, I know. I wish I didn't fucking know. It hurts. Come on. I don't mind him or Vander. Like, I think their shoulders are like a little large, but you know, that's kind of the image anyway, and it's not that bad. At least I will say I'm kind of glad that they started to move away from like really I like that the armor looks like armor. I don't know. And we have Vale, who's still got fucking shackles on her feet for some goddamn reason. And what is her dress even fucking made out of? Like, are those feathers? Is she supposed to be like a feathery dragon? Like, is it Fae? I don't understand these fucking designs. And then again, we have somebody else with the long hair. If she had the long hair, because she was 1,000 whatever fucking years old, and it's been growing the whole time because she's been alive the whole time and awake the whole time, that would be cool. That would be fine. I wouldn't even look twice. But it's just fucking not. And if you're gonna do this, fine. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, the designs aren't that distracting. Like, Ivy's by far one of the fucking most insane here, and, it wasn't that bad. It was tolerable. But then just lean into the camp. Like, if you're going camp, go camp. Don't, well, I guess you did go camping in that sport. Ha ha ha. Anyway. Overall, I guess I'm just, like, over it. I'm so over it. I wish that I gave a fuck. I think part of it too is like the shit that comes out of people's mouths. Like, the shit that comes out of his mouth is like, how even old are you, dude? Because there's a pretty big difference between him being 30 and him being fucking 50 years old, you know what I mean? It's wild to me that it feels, I guess my issue there is that I don't need to know how old they are, but like, I feel like it's very possible that the writers didn't think of that information and at least keep it in mind when they were writing. And if multiple people were doing the writing, which is undoubtedly the case, then you have a bunch of hands in that pot, none of which agree with each other. And then you end up with whack shit getting said that doesn't make any sense compared to the way that somebody else is portraying the character in a different support or a different part of the game. The tonal dissonance in this game just weirds me the fuck out. One of my biggest complaints is this fucking guy. I think overall he's likable. His introduction was cringe as fuck, but you weren't gonna forget him. So I guess that did its job. And I like that. If you're going camp, like I said, go fucking make it campy. Make it really fucking campy. But we have this guy talking about what a pile of shit he is and how fucking dog water he is every 5 fucking seconds across almost every support that he has. Meanwhile, he also is fine. And he's a little self-deprecating. But overall, seems like an okay guy. Like, he's not that bad. So, like, pick fucking one. Either you're going full hog into bullshit mode, or you're trying to make him feel like a real person. Don't do that in-between shit. It's so fucking exhausting. Because, like, the whole story is so dumb. And then you have moments like, I want to give a fuck about the King of Brodia, but he's such a fucking idiot. And I could buy into that, into him being an idiot. I'd be like, you know what, he's this fucking asshole. He's really confident, he's cocky because he's always, maybe in recent years, he's had the upper hand in Elusia, and it wasn't much of a back and forth during his reign. I could see then why he would be overconfident, But none of that really was shown or explained or a part of the game. So he just comes off like a dipshit. Meanwhile, both of his sons are more competent than him. It's hard for me to be like, oh, it's so sad that he died. Like, I feel bad for his boys for having to fucking see that. But, like, because, like, he was their pal, right? He's like the dad that's their pal. But in terms of, like, again, the tonal dissonance, the characters are all, like, sad, and I'm still thinking about how this dumbass fucking went out and, like, did a 1v1, believing that it was gonna be a 1v1. Like, dude, why did you think that? Why did you think that for a fucking second? Are you dumb? And he pointed out that it was probably a fucking trap. Of course it was a fucking trap. One, you're in a video game. You don't know that. But, like, you're at war with this country. That's the king inviting you out for a 1v1. You're not friends, you've been enemies. In fact, you've been enemies for hundreds of years. You want to tell me why you went out there and 1v1'd him. Dude, don't you know that the only reason anyone challenges anyone into a PvP match is if they have an upper edge somehow? If someone engages you in combat, in an MMO, they've got buddies on the way. Or stealth nearby. Like, the way that Hyacinth fucking put the ring on, like, later was dumb as fuck. He should have just had it on from the start. They could have just panned over his fucking hand holding a fucking spellbook or something for all I give a shit. Truly rage-inducing when you have stuff like that. Like, the characters are... they act... I think that kind of scene could have worked fine if it would have just been a battle. And the king took his forces to battle. And he just happened to run into the king of Elusia there. And then that happened. Like, the way that he went out for a 1v1 doesn't... it just... astoundingly stupid. Astoundingly stupid. And I'd forgive it if the character was just an idiot. But then you hear about what a good king he is, and how much his sons love him, and how smart he was, and I'm sitting there like, fucking who are you even talking about? The king was a fucking moron. I've ranted long enough, I think. Just know that this game's story is, for me, as bad as, and maybe worse than Fates, just because I don't even know what it was going for. I knew that Fates was trying something ambitious and that they fell flat. Three Houses also tried something ambitious, but they came out of it a lot better. Fates was a lot of ass pulls to get stuff to work, a lot of the characters doing what they had to do to advance the plot, and all of that's still present here in Engage, but, like, what was the goal? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's the problem. What were these fuckers planning? Like, what was their goal with this story? In conclusion, none of these thoughts are coherent. I'm so sorry, but I'm tired, and I actually, again, my brain, Fog of War map. I don't think coherent thoughts most of the time. I have to write them. That's why I'm a writer. Anyway, I think I can't decide if it's actually worse than Fates or not. Part of me thinks that it's better than Fates, but only because, like, I don't hate that many characters, but Fates felt a little bit more grounded to some degree, but then they did the same shit in Fates that they did here with all these fucking countries. But does anybody actually feel unique or different or culturally significant? No. Solma's the closest that you get, really. And it's boring. Like, not that all the Fire Emblems do great, but like after FE7, like, you'd think they would have fucking learned what makes a world work in terms of culture. Having Sakai, having Lycia, having Ilia, Etruria, like, come on. Bare minimum. They didn't put that much fucking work or thought into it. I won't pretend that they did, but they did do some bare minimum shit. Like, I feel like Engage sometimes did not do the bare minimum, and Fates did, on occasion, even less than that. In fact, for the Flame Tribe alone, I feel like Fates is, like, probably worse. Because that shit was just pissed me off so bad. What an ill-conceived, shitty idea. In fact, all the tribes were like that. It was like they were trying to capitalize on FE7 having Sakai, but I don't know what the fuck they did. Or they were capitalizing on the Lagoos from 9 and 10. Also cringe, because they obviously didn't know what made that shit work. But I think that's part of what made Engage feel bad to me, story-wise, is that it feels like they tried to take things from the other games, but they didn't know why they worked in those games. Or, in several cases, they took the worst part of other games, the stuff that nobody liked already, and put it here. The only thing that I can give Engage, and I think this is why I would rate it higher than Fates, actually, now that I think about it, is the lack of fucking children. Thank you, Christ, for no child. I mean, there's some children. We have some children present, but, like, there's no babies. And also, the lack of the marriage thing here. I want to be a hater, okay? I want to be a hater so fucking bad. But I hate the child thing. I hate the marriage system. It's goofy. The idea of, like, building your own unit, we don't need the fucking marriage system for that. If you're gonna do it, like, at least do it in a way where it works really well. Like, Awakening tried. You know what I mean? Like, his story isn't the best, but they tried. I'll forgive the time travel. You know what I mean? Because at least there's time travel involved. Or Genealogy of the Holy War. It's in the fucking title, man. Fates? They just put the child characters there because they were successful in Awakening. Boring. Do fucking better. It ruined the story of that game just to have that shit in there. And it's sad too because Fates had some good concepts for characters. Like, there are some good characters in there. But my god, they are trapped in a shit fucking world and a shit fucking game. Because nobody put much thought into that world building either, but they sure were ambitious about it. For some reason. Yeah, I think Fates is worse. That's my final conclusion. Ultimately, Fates is worse. But the story here is simple and still manages to be dog water. So I'm trying to think about, like, what the replayability of this game is. Like, if you're not into playing it on, like, the hardest modes or doing, like, challenges like Oops All Horses or something. Like, what's the... You know what I mean? Like, what's the play here? What do you get? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it work? Why would you want to replay it? The story isn't good. Is it bad? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's bad because it's poorly conceived, it was poorly executed. I could fix it though. I could fix it. Like I said, I'm gonna stand by what I said before about how I think it should have been a really long game with 2 parts. We should have seen the war 1,000 years ago, and they should have had characters for that section. It could have been a smaller cast so that there's not like literally 300 characters in this game, but anything to endear us to Lumera and to Alir's plight and to make us feel that bond. And then, like, I guarantee everybody would have fucking cried at Lumera's death scene if it was like 2 minutes shorter. If they had already gone through that stuff with Alir, with Lumera, and even though, and like, they would be mourning Alir not getting that connection back. You know what I mean? That would have been so fucking good. And Sombron needed some work. He needs to be a better villain. He's literally the worst Fire Emblem villain besides maybe Garen. Garen's pretty fucking bad too. But God, I hate both these games though. I hate Fates and I hate this one. I love hating things. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think ultimately it boils down to, if you're gonna do a plot and you're gonna do a simple plot, it needs to really be effective. You need to do your utmost to make it effective, and they didn't really do that here at all. Like, the plot is paper thin, and that's me being nice about it. It's just not good. It's just not good. I can't get over how bad it is. And what it does to Fire Emblem as a whole by having the fucking rings as part of the story and the fucking emblem shit and portals to other worlds. Like, what the fuck? Don't bring the fucking multiverse into this shit. Could we not? But like, I don't know why they chose to do it that way. I also don't know what the writers were told to write. Like, what their parameters were. I guess this was supposed to be some kind of anniversary celebration type of game. But like, is it though? It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel celebratory at all. I didn't feel like we were celebrating Fire Emblem. I felt like we were leaning on old characters as a crutch. I think they could have celebrated Fire Emblem better by, if they were doing the multiverse thing, by having the paralogs, like, at that point, like, just let us fucking go to other worlds, man. Like, reenact battles that the main characters, or that the emblems were in. Let us meet the actual characters, or something. I don't fucking know. Or like, let us join them as green units on a map. That would have been sick, right? Like, for Lynn's, you could have had, like, people on the green units on the map with Lynn that were, you know, the Caitlyn crew or whatever. And then, like, the reason it's important is because, like, this is the group that got her to Caitlyn to meet her grandfather. That's cool. That's fun. That would feel celebratory. For the characters, they're just, like, stuck in a wormhole or whatever. It's fucking Pokemon. I don't know. Ultra wormhole time. Let's go. But they're there, and these people are struggling. Might as well help. That could be fun and feel celebratory, but in a way where it's like low stakes. These characters are never going to see these people again. But they helped some strangers, you know. That would have felt very Fire Emblem protagonist-y. I obviously don't have solutions for everything, but if they were trying, like, specifically, they were under orders to try to do something that felt celebratory or even involved characters from old games, like if they had to include them in some way, I feel like the emblems just wasn't the way to do it. Especially when you have shit like, people from another world sent Sombron here. The fuck you burden us with his ass for? But also, where are all the other dragons? How are they all dead? How many were there in the first fucking place? Like, there's just no connection. There's no history here. It just feels fake and unearned. The ending felt unearned. And I'm all for, like, a good villain monologue. But, like, they really tried to make his ass sad at the end. Why did he explain any of that to us? He doesn't fucking care. Why didn't he turn into a dragon immediately? And try to obliterate us? Truly, the most exciting way to have done that map wouldn't be to bring the old baddies back, let us, you know, beat them with the specific emblems. That shit's stupid as fuck. I'm sure on the harder modes there's more of them, maybe, that you have to defeat. Which is kind of interesting when you think about it. But I'm sitting here like, dude, he should have just straight up turned into a dragon, and there should have been no room where any of your units could fucking get away from him. So you better hope that you brought good units in there. And then you have to beat him on like turn 1 or survive. But it would be cool. I'm just sitting there like, the whole thing felt so silly to me. But there was potential, and that's what upsets me. It's like Fates in that way. Like, the idea of Fates, of these countries that have been at war for a long time, are you seeing a common thread already? The people that get caught in the middle, the characters that don't get happy endings because you choose one because of your choices, I guess is a better way to put it. That shit was cool. That sounded so cool to me. And then we get the game and it's like the bare minimum world building, if any, characters that make nonsensical choices and say the dumbest shit. Wait, this sounds so familiar, like I just played a game that did the same stuff. I will say, I feel like this game was a little bit more charming. Some of the characters are a little bit more charming. And that's why Fates is worse to me. But also, like Fates, I don't really see myself replaying this game a lot. Like, I might replay it, like, one more time. Just to get, like, all the supports or whatever, because, you know, that's what I do, but, like, I'm not impressed. What would I rate this out of 10? 7 is my favorite Fire Emblem game, but part of that is nostalgia. But if we're going by story and characters, 7 basically always wins for me. I think 8 is really good too. 9 and 10... Tried, but I have issues with 9 and 10 that keep it from being a great game for me. I guess I would probably, like, if I was rating Fates at like a 5, I don't really think I could rate a Fire Emblem game under 5 because honestly, did I finish the game? Is it playable? That, for me, that's really, like, bare fucking minimum. And then I look at characters. But if I think, like, 5 is, like, the lowest that I would rate a game that I can complete, I don't know, I'm kind of like... This is maybe a 6. And the only reason it... Maybe not quite a 6, like 5.5. I'll say Fates is 5 and this is like 5.5. Because at least this game tried a little bit with culture. I think they mostly fucking failed. But they tried a little bit, which... I think I gotta give them credit for. Anyway, it's been a blast. I completely blasted through this game, and do I regret it? No. Do I want to play this again? Wait, will she get dizzy if I do this? This is like Pokemon. No? Too bad. That would have been funny as fuck. I like the idea. Cutscenes feel really blank and empty and boring. I don't know. I finished it though. And I don't think I really got any Blorbos. Like... I'll probably have to get the rest of the supports to decide if there's a Blorbo among these folks, but I don't really think anyone is a Blorbo. I think this game is Blorbo-less. But if you have a Blorbo from this game, I would like to hear about them and why they are a Blorbo to you. Because maybe I could be swayed. I feel like some of the characters are charming enough that I could potentially be swayed. But it's really weird for me to finish a game and then be like, yeah, okay, it's time to go back to writing Fire Emblem 7 fanfic. Actually, that's kind of cringe. That would be my first thought. Like, you'd think I'd want to write at least, like, one fic for this game. But I'm not feeling it. I'm just like, wow, I'm so glad it's over and that I don't have to think about this plot line anymore. Because it is truly fucking horrific. But at least some of the characters were charming. It's the little things, man. It's the little things. I'm sure there's good art. So I'll go with that. Alright, I think I'm done. I don't think I'm gonna do the Fel Xenologue and record it because, like, at this point, and maybe I'll change my mind later, but, like, right now, I just do not fucking care. And I think, if anything, it might make the game worse for me. However, if I am wrong, let me know. Tell me. I'll give it a try if people think it's worth my time. So, that's that on that. Until I get bored and do another playthrough of a game. I still haven't played through all of Fire Emblem 8 or 6. Or even 4. So, you never know. I might do that. I am not currently planning on it. But I could be swayed. However, with, like, one person watching, I just don't think that that's gonna make me want to do it. My spouse isn't really happy with me spending all my time recording and then not answering my phone when he calls because I'm recording. But if I pick up the phone, then I have to fucking edit the video instead of just uploading the raw footage. It's a pain in my ass. I would rather just write instead. I'd rather just work on my writing. So, you never know though. Could be fun. See y'all again later.